Hi YouTube, thanks for joining me. I'm Andy, I'm in West Wales, United Kingdom. It's 7:53 a.m. and this is my birth chart for the day. A brief snapshot of the heavens, if you will, as we go into Thursday, the 1st of February 2018, a brand new month. It's 7:54 a.m. in UK. All my times are UK, that is UTC or GMT. So we start the day with the moon in Leo, but she goes void of course at 10:58 a.m, not very long from now, and she stays void of course all day until 1912, 12 minutes past 7 in UK tonight, when she enters Virgo. Then we find there's more attention to detail. People are more kind of picky and looking for faults in things, and they tend to find faults. It can be quite positive if you're open to that, and if criticism is actually of value to you. If it's of less value to you, it might not be such a great day. But we're a pack animal. We depend on our friends and our families, and the people around us are important. So that really is worth thinking about. So we've got a moon which is about to enter Virgo. She is 99.2% now, and so she's come down a bit from the massive amount of energy we saw yesterday at the super blue blood moon. I think actually that was hyped up a bit more than it needed to be on the internet, because there are some fine buzzwords there, which clickbait, I suppose, is what it's called. But it really was a major happening, a major coming together of things in the heavens. It's quite natural though, the moon isn't doing anything she hasn't always done. It's just been a long time. I think it was 1866 was the last time we had this amount, because there were two supermoons in January and other things going on as well. A very intense time. Not seen anything like it since 1866. So it's possibly a once in a lifetime kind of a month we've just been through, and it's kind of a once in a lifetime aftermath that we're going through at the moment. So the moon right this minute in Leo, void of course at 10:58 and entering Virgo, but just in Leo, just in the end of Leo at the moment. She's 99.2% full. Right now, trine Uranus. It's a good time for social experimentation. With a void of course period, I wouldn't push anything too hard and push forward too much, but people are quite easily thrilled, and you might very well find support from people you weren't expecting support from if you pitch your idea today. Just be very careful, because it's a much better day for sorting out things you've done in the past. For example, I'm going to go through my YouTube channel, primp all my videos, try and make it look a bit better, That's the kind of thing to do rather than launch any new great thing. But after 12 minutes past 7 tonight under a Virgo moon, why not? Because then it all changes. In the biodynamic cycle, we start the day Leo moon, so it's a fruit day. Later on, we enter Virgo, and then it's a root day in the biodynamic cycle. The star signs relate to, let me see, in this system anyway, fruit, root, leaf and flower, and that just about covers everything growing in the garden. People farm by it, people garden by it, and it works really well. You'd be surprised how well astrology works with nature. And the reason for that, of course, is that it is nature. And when we were a more natural species of people, I'm sure that astrology, we probably didn't need astrology actually. We would have just been able to sense these things and feel these things. And we know that the ancients watched the stars because they knew that when certain things lined up in the heavens, it was going to be the right time for planting things or harvesting things, anything like that. We used to totally live by it, and no one really questioned the sense of it. It was just obvious to everybody why we followed the astrological goings on. I think I'm going back to a time before there were any actual astrologers, but like I say, we wouldn't have needed them then. As the world has got busier and more hectic, we've changed really from looking after ourselves to going to work for someone else who will send money to look after us. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but it's less natural than it used to be. So we don't feel these influences as strongly as we used to, but they are real. It's a bit like, I live in the countryside here, and it's a beautiful place to be, but sometimes it's a mad place to be. And when we have crazy weather, it can be quite terrifying. People who live in towns don't realise how crazy the weather is getting and how much it's changing, but it really is. About 30 years ago when I first moved here, there was a massive hurricane, or so I thought, and it was blowing on the window so hard that you could see the window bulging in every time it really blew. And I actually closed the curtains in the middle of the day because I thought the glass would all blow into the room when, and it was, as far as I could see, it was when the glass. Oh dear, let's have a drink of tea, Andy. Oh, what's happened to my voice this morning? I don't know. I thought the window was going to blow in anyway, so I shut the curtains. And a friend of mine who'd lived out here for a long time came round and came and said, "Why have you got the curtains closed?" I said, "Oh, that'll blow the glass through." And he said, "No, it won't now." And it wasn't that much of a strong storm if you actually lived out here and you could actually feel it. But because I'd come from a big city, it was very much kind of a surprise to me and a shock to me. But we feel these things when we're in these places, and I think it's good if we kind of get the word out to other people of sort of what it's all about. Right, under a Virgo moon, it's going to be a good time for starting a diet. And I wouldn't do that today. I'd look more doing that tonight, or at least tonight in UK time, after 1912 UTC, whatever that is for you. Then it becomes a good time to start a diet because the body is genuinely intolerant of low-grade foods, low-grade substances, sugary stuff that's not good for you, basically. Anyone who's ever done Reiki will tell you that as you tune into that healing feeling, and as you just get your mind into that space, the body starts not liking certain foods, and they're the foods that just, well, not good for us, but we don't believe we've got an instinct to choose these things. We actually have, and it's not a difficult thing to do at all. But we do have all these instincts, but we tend to deny them because it seems like a crazy thing, doesn't it? Still, good day to start the diet. Now then, third quarter of the moon is coming up on the 7th of February. So during this waning cycle now, the energy changes. You can ask for all kinds of good things to come into your life when the moon is waxing and growing. There's energy and there's support there for people who plan these things in terms of astrology. After the full moon, it changes. Rather than help going forward, we get help holding back the obstacles that are in our way and allowing us to go forward. But it becomes much more about the plan that we've got, and the onus is on us to really push it forward during the waning cycle of the moon. Not any kind of problem, just an observation. Now then, Mercury today sextiling Mars, and Mars is the ruling planet of war, Aries, that kind of energy. Can be quite hostile. If you get that kind of problem, doing something constructive with that energy will always change it into something better. But I'm not looking at a problem there today, really. It is a time of quick reactions, rapid travel, things changing fast, sudden decisions being made. But it's also a time of solutions to problems coming up in a timely way. And if we just kind of breathe gently and go with the flow of what's happening and are aware of this, no problem at all. Mars itself is actually square Neptune at the moment, so you get, questionable motives, I suppose, is what we're saying there. People really start wondering, questioning their own motives as well as the motives of people around us. And it's one of those times of kind of asking, what does it all mean? What's it all about? Where's it all going? Well, where it's all going now is I'm going to leave you in peace and crack on with my day. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out the Twig Brother channel. I'm always putting new stuff on there. There'll be a vlog in another day or two. There was one yesterday. There was one a couple of days before that. The chickens are happening. It's all going strong. Thanks for your support. Thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a brilliant Thursday, the 1st of December. No, don't, because it's... This is not the time to have a brilliant Thursday the 1st of December because it's Thursday the 1st of February, and I hope yours is great. Bye-bye.